happiness is probably the most important thing people chase. People change careers for it, move across countries for it, spend billions of dollars trying to find it. But what if your brain was never designed to make you happy? What if happiness was never the goal? Because when scientists started looking at why the human mind evolved the way it did, they discovered something uncomfortable. Evolution doesn't care whether you're happy, it cares whether you survive. And those are not the same thing. Imagine one of your ancestors living 50,000 years ago. He wakes up hungry. He spends the day looking for food, avoiding predators, watching for enemies, trying not to die. Now imagine that same person suddenly becomes permanently satisfied. No worries, no desires, no motivation, no need to improve anything. From an evolutionary perspective, that person is in trouble, because a completely satisfied human stops paying attention, stops preparing, stops striving, and in the ancient world, that could get you killed. For most of human history, life was uncertain. Food wasn't guaranteed. Safety wasn't guaranteed. Tomorrow wasn't guaranteed. The people who survived were often the ones who kept looking for the next opportunity and the next threat. Natural selection rewarded brains that were never completely content. And that ancient program may still be running inside your head today. Think about the biggest goal you've ever achieved. Maybe it was getting into college, making money, finding a relationship, buying something you'd wanted for years. Before you got it, you imagined how amazing it would feel. Then you finally achieved it. And for a little while, it did feel amazing. But eventually, the feeling faded. Another goal appeared. And the cycle started again. Scientists call this hedonic adaptation. The human brain quickly adjusts to new circumstances. The extraordinary becomes normal. The dream becomes routine. What once felt special becomes invisible. At first, this seems cruel. Why can't we just stay happy? But from an evolutionary perspective, it makes perfect sense. Imagine an ancestor who found a good source of food. If satisfaction lasted forever, they might stop exploring, stop searching, stop improving their chances of survival. Evolution favored people who adapted to success and then kept moving. The finish line was never supposed to stay still. But there's another layer to this, and it's even stranger. For years, scientists believed dopamine was the chemical of pleasure. Then they discovered something surprising. Dopamine often spikes before a reward rather than after it. Your brain frequently enjoys anticipation more than possession, the chase more than the catch, the possibility more than the reality. That's why planning a vacation can sometimes feel better than being on it. Why buying something can be more exciting than owning it. Why achieving a goal often feels less satisfying than imagining it. Your brain evolved to pursue things, not to permanently enjoy them. And that creates a problem in the modern world. For most of human history, rewards were rare. Food required effort. Information required effort. Entertainment required effort. Today, rewards are everywhere. Notifications, videos, messages, shopping, endless streams of stimulation. Ancient reward systems now live in an environment they were never designed for. We have more comfort than any generation before us, more technology, more convenience, more entertainment. Yet many people still feel dissatisfied, not because something is broken, but because the system was never built for permanent satisfaction. The strange truth is that humans may not have evolved to be happy. They evolved to keep going, to keep searching, to keep adapting. But that doesn't mean happiness is impossible. It just means happiness may be a byproduct rather than a destination. Study after study finds that people are happiest when they have close relationships, meaningful goals, a sense of belonging, and time spent with people they care about. Not because evolution wanted us to be happy, but because those were the conditions under which humans evolved. Maybe that's the misunderstanding. We've been treating happiness like a place we're supposed to arrive at, a final destination, something we can permanently achieve. But for most of human history, happiness was never a destination. It was a moment, a signal, a brief reward for moving in the right direction. And maybe that's still true today. Maybe the goal isn't to become permanently happy. Maybe the goal is to build a life meaningful enough that happiness occasionally appears along the way.